AA really likes the real estate investments we provide. Thank you very much for that, first of all. But he also finds that our risk statement, which looks like this, is really scary because it states that you can lose your entire investment. Thank you very much for your video suggestion, AA. Let's talk about the risks and rewards that you should know before investing in our real estate security tokens in this GermanReal.Estate FAQ. Our website, which also shows the risk statement on every investment page by the way, shows you exactly the risks and the rewards. On the reward side, there are 3 things that will really matter to me as an investor. First is the fixed interest rate that the issuer is paying to you as regular passive income. Our latest property development at Bodensee pays a 12% fixed interest rate per year. The interest rate varies from investment to investment, and the payout period can vary too. While this investment pays the interest once a year, others can pay half yearly or even once a quarter. We'll see if we create an investment at some point that pays interest monthly. I don't see any real value in that, to be honest, but let me know in the comments what you think about it. The second reward is the profit share you can get. And the profit share depends on the property or properties of the underlying investment. While existing properties pay a profit share more on a yearly basis, a property development, like this investment at Bodensee, will pay the profit share once at the maturity date, when the property is constructed and sold. And here you can see our first risk mitigating measure already. In property development, delays are pretty normal, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong. And it doesn't have to be because of the property or the property developer itself. There can also be a huge ship blocking the Suez Canal, causing a huge supply shortage. It was just a couple of years ago. Some of you might remember that. And to account for potential delays, every single one of our investments has a minimum duration and a maximum duration that gives the property developer time to sort out whatever causes the delay. And this duration would be the third factor that really matters to me as an investor. How fast do I get my money back? So far for the rewards of our real estate investment. Now let's talk about the risks that you can see in the legal documents created by our lawyers in the bottom of each investment website. You will always find 4 different documents. Anleihebedingungen are the terms and conditions of the real estate investment. Here you can find everything that is on the website and more. Who is the issuer of the investment? What's the interest rate? Profit share? Where's the property? Basically all kinds of information that you would need. Basisinformationsblatt is what BaFin, our financial regulators, demand everyone needs if they create packed retail and insurance-based investment products, short PRIPS. The legally correct name for our real estate security tokens. Verbraucherinformationen show you more important information than the summary that we have on our website. And wesentliche Risiken shows very detailed all the different things that can go wrong. I encourage you to read all these documents before you invest. But if you're too lazy to do it, here's a very short summary in just 1 sentence. You can lose your entire money, which is what AA found so scary and what keeps him from investing. But here's the thing, AA. Not everyone might be so open and transparent with investors as we are, but if you dig deep enough, every other issuer has the exact same thing. Here are a few examples of the big ETF issuers that have basically the same legal documents as we have for our real estate investments. iShares Core DAX ETF. The investor could lose some or in some cases all of the capital invested in the fund. DK MSCI World ETF. Investors should be able to bear a full financial loss up to the amount of the capital invested. Vanguard FTSE All World ETF that many of you guys love so much. The net asset value of the shares may fall as well as rise, and you may not get back the amount invested or earn a return on your investment. VanEck Global Real Estate ETF, same asset class as we are. But it is also possible that your investment will generate little to no income and that all or part of your deposit will be lost if the share price moves unfavorably. Even the Fidelity Global Government Bond ETF writes, in both cases, the entire deposit or purchase price of the debt instrument is at risk of loss if there is no recovery after default. I don't want to these ETF providers, the iShares and the Vanguards of these worlds, but everyone, and I mean everyone, always writes somewhere that you can lose your entire money when investing. That's the nature of investing, and that's also why we as investors get a return. And even if you say that 100,000 euros are insured by European governments on bank accounts, is that so? Any one of you guys remember the Icelandic bank Kaupthing in 2008? The Icelandic government said that they will bail out only Icelandic nationals because if they would bail out everyone, they would go bankrupt. Hundreds of millions of euros from Germans were in jeopardy and they had to wait months and years to get their money back. And we'll see how things play out currently with. So even the 100k that you might think that are guaranteed are suddenly not so guaranteed anymore if shit hits the fan and the government doesn't hold its promises, which wouldn't be the first time a government is lying to their citizens, wouldn't it? Now that we established that there are zero guarantees for absolutely nothing, how can we deal with this? There's a couple of different things we can do as investment platform because no one has the slightest interest in things going wrong. Believe you me, I have absolutely zero interest in getting angry mails from you guys, bad ratings for my platform, letters from lawyers or from BaFin, getting sued, sitting in the prison for the rest of my life. I would much rather go everything according to plan, smoothly, than any of this. Trust me on that one. So what we do is that we have certain risk mitigating measures in place. We talked about the maximum duration before. The property developers get a little more time to resolve things if they get delayed. Of course, there's a due diligence process in place before we even create an investment and show it to you guys. There's lots of companies approaching us that we decline for various reasons. Let's just leave it at that. Our real estate securities are also debt capital and not equity, meaning that if an issuer would go into bankruptcy, our investors would be paid before the property developer gets any money. But there are also a couple of things you can do and you should do, to be honest, because it's your responsibility to protect your money. I know you would like to tap yourself on the shoulder that you are the absolute best investor in the world if things go right, and if things go wrong, it's not because of you, it's because other people made a mistake. It's never you. I get it. But that's not how it works, guys. So in order to protect your money, please inform yourself what you're actually investing in before you invest. If you send some money to some shady investment platform in Curaçao, which is in reality just a post box that is promising you 10,000% return per day, you could have known that you will lose your money, right? Check if our real estate securities are aligned with your personal financial goals and your risk tolerance. If not, there are hundreds and thousands of other investments that are suited better for you. Please do not invest in our platform if our investments do not fit your personal investor profile. And lastly, please diversify. Invest in many different of our real estate security and not just a single one. And please invest not your entire money on our platform, but rather do many different things with your money and build yourself a nice diversified portfolio in case one investment goes wrong, which can always happen at basically any time. We looked at the legal documents of the big ETF issuers just a moment ago. Hopefully that answers your question. AA, I wish you happy investing. Or not, if our real estate investments are not aligned with your personal investing strategy.